Well, hello everyone. I'm Rebecca Skeele. Welcome and happy winter solstice. Today is the winter solstice, at least in the hemisphere that I live in. And also, today is my first Facebook Live. So let's just say it's been kind of a learning curve this morning. I see some little messages coming up on things. So I just want to say I'm not multitasking. I'm just trying to do the live video today, and I will certainly connect with you after this recording. Hey, Steve. Oh, well, okay. I see Steve. Hi, Steve. So today's the winter solstice, and I wanted to shoot this first Facebook live video outside. At first, I wanted some kind of pristine experience for you. So it's quiet and it's beautiful. But, you know, the more I thought about it, the more I thought, no, I'm going to do it right here in the middle of the city where I live. It's in my backyard. This is my backyard. I think you can probably see there's blue sky above. It's not very cold today. The sun is coming over the edge of that building right there, so I may have to move this camera in a few minutes. But we have the garbage truck that's picking up the garbage. There was a plane flying overhead. I heard a siren. You know, this is the world we live in, isn't it? So I want to talk about the winter solstice in the world we live in. I'm sure you know that the solstice is the first day officially of winter. It is also the longest, darkest night. And this time of year, there is more darkness in our day than there is light. You know, I live in a place that the sun shines probably 360 days out of 365 days of the year. I am a lover of the light and a worshiper of the sun, and this is one of the reasons I live here. And yet, when winter solstice comes around, which is one of my very favorite days, I begin to honor the dark. And that's one of the things I want to talk about today. I wanted to shoot this kind of in the shadows, and because the darkness is something very important in our lives, and something that we don't, I think, as a culture, like to embrace. We don't like to necessarily be with. We don't want to take the time to open up to what the darkness is for us. And also, I want to say that right now on the planet, I believe that we are in a time of darkness, and sometimes that darkness can have some aspects of it that can be frightening. They can be very worrisome, full of fear, negativity, the shadow, evil, all of that. And I believe that we are walking through that time right now, and we're going to be in it for a while. But today I wanted to not only acknowledge that for all of us, but to perhaps create a moment here for all of us in our very busy days, where we can perhaps take a moment and honor the darkness, and at the same time honor the earth. The earth is, you know, the ancient peoples knew this time was very potent. They connected with the seasons, they connected with these times because it gave them a sense of being connected to something bigger than who they really are, who we are. And I think that's really important right now, is for us to connect inside ourselves and to stay connected, to source what is bigger than, let's say, what's going on politically, what's going on in our society, so that we can, as the light returns, and it starts to return very quickly here. Every day will get a little bit lighter, right? Every night will get a little bit shorter until the spring equinox. And so it's like, how do we source that light? How do we source that place inside of ourselves so that we can walk through this time of darkness, and we can be who we want to be and continue to step into what we are called to be at this time and to take action on. So, hi, Linka. I saw some other names pop up as I was talking. Sorry I didn't say hello. I will get good at this. So what I'd like to do is I am going to do a meditation for myself to honor today, the winter solstice and the earth. And if you'd like to, please follow along and join with me if you have time now. If you don't have time now, you can watch it later. Or maybe you watch it several times during the day or in the days to come. So I'm standing here on flagstone and sand in my backyard, as close to the earth as I can get. And I hear one of our wonderful crows over here speaking to me. These are one of my power animals, so I always know when they're around, it's great. I'm in front of I don't know what kind of tree this is. I'm not sure, but I'm looking at a sequoia redwood. It's actually in my front yard. I wish I could show it to you. One of these days I'll get really good at this. There's blue sky above. There are wispy clouds. It's not very cold today here. So to me, what I want to do is really come into a place of honoring the earth and the darkness. Okay? So if you'd like to, you can follow along. So I'm going to take my glasses off because I don't need to look at the camera now. And I'm going to close my eyes. And I'm just going to begin to focus on the breath. Easy inhalation, exhalation. And as I do that, I just become aware of all the sounds around me. And yet I'm not going to let them disturb this inner focus that I have at this time. Wherever you find yourself, whether or not you're sitting, standing, lying down, right now, I'd like you to imagine, and I am going to do the same, that you send down your roots deep into the earth. You send down that taproot out the bottom of your feet or the base of your spine into the center of the earth. Maybe you see it, maybe you sense it, maybe you feel it. And as you do that, you ground yourself. You stabilize your energy, your body. You allow yourself to breathe more deeply, taking in that life force, that prana, and feeling the support and nurturing of the Mother Earth. And so right now I'm going to send my gratitude to her for her sustenance, for her deep container that she holds for all of us, for her nurturing and nourishment, and for all the ways she sustains life on this planet. And now, as deep as the earth is, I'm going to send also my awareness, my consciousness, whatever you want to call it, high up, out the top of my head. Maybe I'm going to tap the top of my head just now and send it way up, as high up as I sent my roots down. And I am going to connect to Source, whatever you call Source. And so now I have a connection to all the way up there, into the heavens, maybe even into the universe. A connection to source, and I bring that connection down. I see it as a column of light. You can see it however you like, or sense it, or feel it. And then I send it all the way down to the earth. So now I'm expanded in my awareness to the heavens, to the universe, to the stars, to the planets, and down to the center of the earth. And I breathe, aware of this physical body, and at the same time aware of myself beyond this physical form. And now in this expanded place, I want to bring to my awareness everything that is present, everything that's in my heart, everything that feels like darkness at this time. Maybe it is sadness for you, despair, hopelessness, anger, fear, worry, uncertainty, confusion, or whatever. I'm going to bring it present right here, right now, and be aware of it and be with it. I'm not going to try to fix it. I'm not going to try to run from it. I'm going to be with my uncomfortableness, if that's present. I'm going to be with my anxiety, if that's present. I'm just going to be with what I feel is darkness inside of me, the darkness that feels scary or negative or maybe not spiritual. And I'm just going to hold it. I'm going to hold it like a mother would hold her child. I'm going to hold it with compassion. And I'm going to breathe. And breathe. And the more that I breathe and the more that I hold it, the more, at least for me, I let go. I surrender. I allow. And in that surrender and that allowing, there is a strength. There is a groundedness. There is a connection to, instead of a fragmentation. There is a completeness. And now, if you'd like, I'm going to do this, but whatever you'd like to do, I'm now going to take all of that darkness that I feel like is uncomfortable, and I'm going to give it to the Mother Earth. And she takes it and begins in that deep place, begins to work with it and transmute it. And I'm aware right now that the light, the sun, made it around the building, because that really is my experience of holy darkness. when we are with whatever it is and we hold with it, the life begins to come back into our being. And the light does come forth in time, 1 second at a time, 1 ray at a time. Okay. Put my glasses back on. Hi, Jane. Hi, Cheryl. So, if you have an opportunity today to get out on the earth, to take your shoes off, if you can, or if maybe it's 11 below, you can't do that. But you get out, you maybe walk around the block, you walk in the park. Maybe you, if you're living near woods or wilderness, you get to walk there and honor this day of darkness, this day of the return of the light, this day to really honor the earth. So, this is my first live Facebook. If you're aficionados out there who've done this before, who have tips for me, please feel free to leave them. I will be doing this again, not sure when. And if there's other comments you'd like to leave, please do. One of my, let's say, fantasies is to do more of these guided meditations in different ways around different topics. If that's something you'd like, let me know, or if there's something else. So, blessings to you in this day of return of the light.